Hi people, RhyMcan, and I'm going to start up a new episode, and basically it's going to be my speed up walkthroughs, and it's probably going to consist of maybe 2 parts, 3 parts, and all I'm going to do is basically I'm just going to walk you through my speed art. So I'm going to show you how I've done everything, and hopefully it'll let you learn some stuff, and then you can use it in your own. Okay, so first of all, what I've done is I opened a new document, and I think it was 1980 by 1080. Yeah, transparent. Okay, and then you got this here, and what you want to do is you want to get the gradient tool, have it radial, select the black to white, change the black to a lighty grey, and then change the white to a dark grey. Mine's 1A, 1A, 1A. Click OK, and then find the middle. After this, if you just drag the light blue line, if you get rulers up and then click within the ruler at the top and the bottom and then drag down, it will give you these lines. Then hold shift, it should connect them to the middle. And then click from the middle, drag it out to the top right hand corner. And then you've got your gradient. Just click here, go on click show guides. Right, and then you want to go on this layer, go image, adjustments, brightness and contrast. Bring the brightness down a tad, stick the contrast up a bit. Yeah, minus 50, and then we'll do 35. Yeah, okay. That looks quite nice. And then I got a image of London. If you go onto Google Images and type in London skyline, I believe it was, and then where is it? Perhaps I'll have to download it again. I thought I downloaded it. No. Right, okay. There you go. You actually get to see me find the image. Okay, so if you go on to London skyline, images, and then this one there, just change it to large on the size here, and then bingo, this one here, just go on full size image. Once that loads, right click, save image as. Right click, save. Okay, not working, hasn't been working, I don't really know why. I'll just copy image, and then go on to this, right click, or edit, paste. Now you have your image there. Adjust the size so it fits the whole screen. It should sort of snap to the edges. If you just drag it slowly, you should sort of see it snap. Just do that for each of the sides, like so. And then once you've done that, click the move tool, apply, change the blend mode to screen overlay, and then go to image, adjustments, hue and saturate, image, adjustments, hue and saturation, and then bring the saturation all the way down to the bottom, minus 100, turns it black and white. And then create a new layer on top of that, so it'll be your third layer, and go to filter, render, clouds. Make sure your colours are black and white, because otherwise you'll have, like, instead of the black, instead of the white, you may have red or blue or anything like that. So make sure your colours are black and white. Just click the little black and white there, and that'll reset your colours. And then set the blend mode of this to overlay. Yes, and then bring the opacity down to about 25%. That looks nice, sort of giving it a little misty effect. And then from there, you want to get the elliptical marquee tool on a new layer and hold shift and alt and then drag it out. That makes a perfect circle. You can just hold shift, but I hold alt so it keeps it in the centre really. Make it quite a nice size. And then fill it with, well, I'll be filling mine with black, okay, and then push Command or Control D, and that'll get rid of the selection. And then to centre this, you want to Command and click on your bottom layer, which is the gradient, and that, you see, that makes a selection of this. And then select on your circle, and you've got these options up here. Click the second to right one in, and then click the second to left one in, and that will basically centre it. This one centres it vertically, and this one centres it horizontally. So Yeah, now that's centered. Push Command or Control D. That gets to the selection. And on this, you want to double click and give it a drop shadow. Set the drop shadow to distance 0. Untick use global light. And then change the size to 20. Yeah, 20 is nice. And leave everything as that is. And then you want to give it a bevel and an emboss. Change the depth to 1000 and the size to 10. Yeah, and then change the size to 10. That looks quite nice. You can see here a little white patch. Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, click OK, and then you want to command and click on the circle, and it makes a selection around the outside. Create a new layer, and then go to Select, Modify, Contract, and contract it by, say, 10. Yeah, that makes it quite nice. So basically you want to contract it so it fits just inside of the white part. So the part that's beveled, you want it just to fit inside that part. And then on this layer, the layer of the circle you've already made, hit delete. And there you go, you've got a nice little ring. And then select your newest layer, layer 5, and fill it with white. Fill. Go and then push Command D. And there you go, you've got a circle within the orb. If I show you what you've made. So you've made a nice little sort of ring with an inner shadow on that. And then bring your newest layer behind layer 4. So just lay it out like that. That's basically done that. And then you want to double click on layer 5, the white circle. And give it a inner shadow. Change the distance to 0. And the size to... don't know, just play around with it really until you find a size that's good. I'm going to do 20. Yeah, and then you want to do a gradient overlay and change it to radial. Select reverse, and if it's black and white, that should be fine. And then just simply increase the scale to 150. And then as you can see, it's sort of giving it like a grey radial effect. Just minimise them. Okay, and then on your next layer, you want to create a new layer, which will be layer 6. Command click on layer 5 and go to your layer 6 and go to Select, Modify, Contract by about 50. Click OK. Yeah, that's about right. So you just want a sort of a centimetre gap around the outside. Actually, no, don't do that. Right, don't do that. Select your marquee tool. Again, from around the centre, I would Shift and Alt, drag it out till it looks like you'll have a centimetre around either side, and then fill that with black. So just change them, get your paint bucket tool and fill with black, then push Apple D, deselects it, get your move tool, select layer 5, command and click on the actual box, makes a selection, click on layer 6 and do the same, click the align with vertical and align with horizontal. So it's the second one in from the right and second one in from the left. That will centre it within the orb. Command D and unselected it. And then double click on layer 6. Actually no. It'd be helpful if you get Matty Decisars, I don't know how to say his name, but he does layer style packs, and my layer style I'll be using is from that pack. It's this one here. I'll run you through the options, but you will need a pattern which is like a metally texture, and then it should be fine. You want a drop shadow, black, 75, 120, 0, 26, 18. Bevel emboss, inner bevel, smooth, 100, up, 4, 2, minus 63, 32, untick, use global light. And then change it to like this picture here, the grass contour. It's like, yeah, you know, it looks sort of like a camel. And yeah, and then change the highlight mode to linear dodge add, white, opacity 75, shadow mode, overlay black, opacity 50, contour, it's like the ditch, anti-aliased checked and range 100, satin, multiply black, opacity 34, angle 90, distance 10, size 10, and then have like the bumpy sort of line, and click invert and untick anti-aliased. Gradient overlay, soft light 100, white to black, reverse, reflected, align with layer 90, scale 113. Then pattern overlay, like I said, use the just find a nice sort of metally texture like there. And then normal 100, that texture, scale 100, link with layer. And then a stroke, size 3, position inside, blend mode normal, opacity 100, colour black. Okay, and I think I'm probably going to leave it there. I was looking about making these 10 minutes, and that's pretty much spot on 10 minutes. So I hope this helped. This is part 1, and part 2 will be out within the next day or so. I'll upload these quite regularly so you don't get lost behind or whatever. So yeah, that's the little orb sort of thing, and then you'll have the Ministry of Sound on the little grey part, and then we'll play around with all the effects later. But yeah, I hope this helped. Give it a like and favourite, comment if you get stuck with anything, I'll try and help. And part 2 should be out soon. Thank you very much. RhyMcan.